Hello, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rants. Today's episode is titled, We're Going to Talk Like Adults or Not at All. I am genuinely exhausted, bone-tired of the constant, unrelenting stream of people who feel entitled to lecture me like I'm a child. Everywhere I look, someone has decided they're the authority on morality, and their job is to educate everyone else. I am so sick of it. Let me be clear. I'm not talking about healthy disagreement. I'm talking about people who approach every conversation, assuming they're the smartest, most morally enlightened person in the room. They don't ask questions or try to understand my perspective. They just launch into lecture mode with a tone that says, "Sit down, be quiet, and let me explain how the world really works." It's patronizing and disrespectful, assuming I haven't thought about these issues and need an adult to guide me. With parents, I can understand the origin. It usually comes from love, even if it's frustrating. But complete strangers online? Who gave them the authority to judge my character? They don't know my experiences, struggles, or values. They see a single comment, make a snap judgment, and suddenly have my entire personality figured out. The arrogance is absurd. They speak with absolute certainty, no humility, no nuance. They've decided they're right, and everyone else is misinformed, stupid, or evil. And the way these conversations unfold is maddening. Instead of debating ideas, they escalate everything into a battle between good and evil. Take abortion or politics as examples. Instead of discussing reasons, they immediately attack your character. You voted for that person? You're evil. You have no morals. They assume a single opinion reveals everything about your heart and intelligence. That's a shallow way to judge a human being. We are complicated, with histories and contradictions that can't be captured by one ballot. Most of this happens online, behind a screen. People say things they'd never dare say face to face. There's a deep irony in being lectured on morality by someone whose identity is hidden. If you're going to attack my character, at least have the spine to stand behind your words. I'd rather people say it to my face. The truth is, none of these people actually know me. Explaining what made me who I am would take hours. Reducing someone to a single opinion is intellectually lazy. And I'm not obligated to share my life story to earn basic respect. Respect should be the default, not something earned through ideological conformity. What I ask for is simple. Disagree honestly. Exchange ideas. But don't approach me as the wise adult while I'm the clueless child. It's not the disagreement that bothers me. It's the condescension, self-righteousness, and lack of humility. I'm in my 30s. I've lived my life, made my mistakes, and developed my beliefs through real experience. I've earned the right to my perspective. There's a difference between sharing an opinion and talking down to someone. Far too many people don't recognize that. They think that feeling strongly gives them the right to treat anyone who disagrees as inferior. That's not conviction. That's ego dressed up as morality. I'm also tired of obvious advice given as profound wisdom. Maybe you should eat healthier. No kidding. Knowing what to do and actually doing it are different. Telling someone to just get over it is dismissive and shows a complete lack of empathy. It reduces complex struggles to a matter of willpower, as if they just aren't trying hard enough. I've also experienced people in group chats acting like authority figures, telling me to leave because it's what's best for me. You're not my parent. You're not responsible for my decisions. I'm a grown adult. If someone can't treat me as an equal, they don't get a say in what I do. The older I get, the less patience I have for people who speak down to others. Life is too short. I don't want an echo chamber. I want respectful engagement. Healthy disagreement is valuable. But there's a difference between challenging ideas and attacking character, between respectful debate and condescending lectures. I'm fine with the first. I won't tolerate the second. I remember someone describing this frustration perfectly. They said, "We're going to have an adult discussion. If you're incapable of doing that, shut your fucking mouth." That gets straight to the point. It's about expecting basic respect between adults. If someone can't disagree without being condescending, they're not interested in a conversation. They're interested in a lecture and an ego boost. I'm not interested in participating in that dynamic. I'm not interested in being treated like a child. I'm not interested in strangers acting as my moral guardian. I'm not interested in advice that states the obvious. I'm not interested in being judged by people who don't know me. I'm an adult, and I expect to be spoken to like one. Challenge my ideas. Welcome. Explain why you think I'm wrong. I'll listen. But the moment you talk down to me, make it personal, or resort to insults, the conversation is over. I don't have to tolerate that, and I'm not going to anymore. Going forward, I'm being selective about who gets my time. People who lecture, patronize, or act morally superior don't add anything positive to my life. Life is too short for that. There are people who know how to have respectful conversations, who can disagree without being disrespectful. Those are the people worth my time. Everyone else, they can keep their lectures to themselves. This concludes this episode of the Moors October Rants. Thank you for listening. Signing out. Goodbye for now.